So, I have a theory. You ready to hear it? Of course you're ready to hear it. You clicked this video. Now, and I also will be reviewing Phantom Stranger and Phantom Stranger and Kick-Ass 3, which why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Now it's gonna mess up the whole video. Okay. My theory about the one. This week in Phantom Stranger, the Phantom Stranger, they explain the view of heaven from the DC universe. Sorry, they explain the view of heaven from the DC universe. And in that view of heaven, they find monsters, and like I said in the last review, you really don't get to break the fourth wall. But I called it. You really don't get to break the fourth wall, but you kinda do. I'm sorry. I'm focused on my hair. Hair's irrelevant, by the way. Hair, it's all mask. But yeah. They erased the Phantom Stranger from reality. After erasing the Phantom Stranger from reality, I kind of agree with Dark Avenger Inc. I wanted to call them my friends. I kind of agree with Dark Avenger Inc. that DC would be foolish not to do a reboot. And in Phantom Stranger, you get you get them doing a reboot. You get them doing a reboot, but you don't get them doing a reboot because if you watch my previous videos on Trinity War, you still get the question. You still get the question, who the hell was that at the end of and beginning of Pandora? There is no Manos. No Primal Paper Publishing this week, but which maybe they got lost in the maybe they got lost in the Dark Red Knight found them. Yeah, in the Phantom. Which brings me to what might be the biggest threat to the DCU. Besides the biggest threat to the DCU besides themselves. Deadpool and Deadpool Kills. Well, I say that because in this book, this was my first Deadpool book ever. I waited to do this review for this book. This is the book we've been waiting for quite a long time. In this book, it implies that one of the Deadpools is trying to destroy all of imagination, and you can't destroy imagination without destroying first the DC universe. They catch up the events of Marvel Deadpool Kills. The events of Marvel Deadpool Kills And then they you find out basically that Deadpool's heading up other Deadpools to kill Deadpool. And that Deadpool somehow employed Dark Deadpool, which is kind of like Dark Red Knight, but not really. Because he wasn't employed by the government and all that. Let's see. Then he kills Deadpool. I got into it because of there's gentlemen out there that love Deadpool. There's even a channels all devoted to Deadpool, but they're all whining about how lame Deadpool's become. So of course I had to pick it up. I was like, he's become lame now. Fascinating. I must pick this up. Like I said, this guy kills Deadpool, or maybe he's just warming a burrito. Who knows? Down at some gas station. He's Dark Deadpool. And then when he kills Deadpool, he then goes after all the other Deadpool. You can't tell me that this guy wouldn't leave an imprint on the DC universe if the books are actually in the same universe, which they are because we're all in this together. Because if we're not, then if they can have the panel destroying the DC universe in Final Crisis, the one I've been talking about, then they could say that this Deadpool's what caused the energy spike in Pandora, which I did a huge review for. Back about a month ago. And in that huge review, I basically tell you all of what's happened in Pandora, is happening now with her, and how it could involve the rest of the DC universe. I even believe that it might involve Vandal Savage, because Vandal Savage, like I said in that review, may be one of the writers he may be Steve Ditko, for all we know. For all we know, there could be a rich billionaire trying to build another sun, like Solaris. In fact, I'm pretty sure there is. There's people trying to go to space. But somebody, I'm going to build another sun. It's not that far removed from the... Not that far removed from the... So basically, then we cut... Then we cut to what I just said. And then we cut to the 616 universe. You could watch the other guy's review too. I'm bipartisan. I'm bipartisan. You can do that. Then he's fighting some giant robot from that Marvel event that went on this year that I guess nobody really read. I didn't really read it. Kills the giant robot, and then the B. Arthur appears. The other guy says that Deadpool is absolutely obsessed with B. Arthur. So I guess I have to take his word for it. He seems to know more about Deadpool than I do. There's a bunch of other Deadpool 101s and crap too. I think Decomposed might have even done a 101 on Deadpool. And then the other guy points out how he didn't like the shooting of Dogpool because Dogpool dies in the first issue. Which is fine, because unless you're gonna take the route of Dark Deadpool, and death is death for every one of us, because yeah, if you take that route, then it becomes not cool, because they didn't really kill a dog for this, you know? They aren't like, we're gonna kill a dog. No. I believe that the 1 million event never really ended. And that's why they published Booster Gold 1 million. Now, on the Booster Gold site, what happened to Rip Hunter's chalkboard? We discussed if this booster is in fact another booster. If this booster, the booster from the series, is in fact a whole nother booster, compared to the booster today that is in the new 52. Or if he's the exact same booster but just doesn't have his memories. Um, if that Deadpool succeeds, then he could get a shot similar. The If the evil Deadpool succeeds, he could get a shot similar to. He could get a shot similar to this one, the opening shot. Help me out, Mom.
What?
The opening shot of Booster Gold. Booster just falling through the air. Hold up the book, please. I'm trying not to destroy my book. It's very old. Open the book.
Look at the TV back.
Yeah. So a shot similar to that, where he's just falling through the air. They could do that too. They could say that they could say that he fell through and kind of cracked reality or something similar to that. So in the book Deadpool kills Deadpool, you can also take it as God could be Deadpool, because if there is a God, then they could say he imagined us all. So, but that's taking it to its logical extreme. They made the Watcher the biggest fan of Deadpool, which may or may not be the writer of Deadpool. Or they may be saying the writer himself is Deadpool, in which case that means he survives Deadpool. That he survives the 6-issue series. That is, Deadpool kills Deadpool. If he survives the 6-issue series, then who's telling the story? You know. Yeah. Like I said on this channel before, a lot of the 1 million event chat room was devoted to how we don't have fans telling me how we don't have the technology to be in the 1 million event. Well, that implies that we were in the 1 million event and someone's already tried to build a sun, which they may or may not have done. I don't know. I don't think I think they'd have trouble hiding a giant sun, a giant second sun in the sky. I think that they definitely we're definitely on the right track if you believe in a progressive list of things. We could have that technology in the future. Who knows? And I think it's headed to a definite reboot, because then where does it go? Where does the energy go if they're not gonna reboot it? Answer me that. Where does it go? Where does it go? So yeah, he kills a bunch of other Deadpool. Then they end the first issue with him actually meeting the Watcher. And Deadpool now thinks he is God, and they open the next issue with him, which I think, like I said, they're trying to say that he's just a writer, not God. God in his singular little universe. It's basically that you can't kill SpongeBob in SpongeBob. You'd have to take SpongeBob out of the cartoon. And say, hey, listen, SpongeBob, your world's not as fun as it looks. But you can't kill SpongeBob. You apparently can kill Squidward, but you can't kill SpongeBob. Yeah. Then for issue 2, you find out that all the Deadpools are hanging out. All the bad Deadpools are hanging out, listening to the Deadpool guy from Deadpool Kills, which, he's going around killing celebrities, which is kind of similar to the Star Killers, and I've told you about my view on that, the conspiracy there. So they kill bearded Deadpool first off, and they say that Deadpool's coming this way. So he hasn't made it to the DCU yet, but he could. He could, because they've never... He could. And they basically go through then and summarize what I just said, that summarize the events of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. And then the other Deadpools are coming to get him. And then all the other Deadpools are dead, so it's just gonna be these 4 Deadpool. Then they explode the theme park, and then there's Panda Pool. I forgot about Panda Pool. And Wolverine Pool. And then they discover that the Watcher's a double agent. Which kind of makes sense, because there are limited little Watchers that watch. They're kind of like the Gray, so they'd be the guys that fucking determine the list. And said, yeah, okay. But, you know, if you look at the face, it looks like someone who just wrote, you know, for Marvel. He who is that guy? Who's the face? I don't know. And then Insane Deadpool then kills the other Deadpool, which Mom, could you please go away for a second?
Finish up, Mom.
Please. Okay. Then Galactus Pool appears, and that's the end of the book. But no, he hasn't made it to the DCU yet. But to eliminate all imagination, he's gonna kind of have to. And maybe they'll make fun of the cutbacks they're making at DC, or the fact that, like I said, that they had to fire Gail Simone, but then they put her back on Batgirl, or I don't know. And the fact that they're limiting what she says. The biggest exposure I've had to Deadpool is Deadpool and Rorschach by some random guy. Deadpool and Rorschach, you kind of see that they're friends, and it's very funny. Mom, could you please leave?
What's your problem today, Bob? I'm just gonna shut it from the way. You don't even tell me to leave.
Grab that Kick-Ass Mother. That's the one I'm reviewing, not this one.
You just told me to leave, Bob.
Grab that Kick-Ass Mother. Don't. Thank you. Okay. So. Fuck shit, boobs. Fuck shit, boobs. Mom's gone. Mom's been off. I don't know. Yeah. I got a response that said, "What the fuck is this?" So I feel obligated to inform you all what the fuck this is. This is the world according to Bob. You can't kill Bob within the world according to Bob because that's like killing Elvis. I'm the Elvis of this show. I'm the Elvis of this show. The Elvis of this show. That's like you can't kill Deadpool within this book. Yeah. That's what that is, because I'm really concerned that a lot of people aren't going to get that, because a lot of people didn't get how Dollar Bill survived, and I spent a lot of time fucking explaining that Dollar Bill survived because he mentally survived. You know, he survived a gunshot wound because the bullet never really came out of the gun. What happened was the guy shot him, but Bill Bradley survived. He took off the suit. I'm not gonna fucking explain that. Kick-Ass, I don't know if he's actually that kick-ass, but out in real life, the actor that plays Kick-Ass is he's pretty out there, man. He's not cool, he's out there. So, that may have rubbed off on the book a little. So, Kick-Ass, definitely doesn't die in Kick-Ass #3. I agree with Mike Spider-Slayer watching, by the way. I know that he, he doesn't, die. And that makes the book a huge letdown, because to wait this long and to not have anything happen, you can get basically what I would say about this book from him. I don't want to appear like a copycat, but that's basically what I'd say. That this book was a huge letdown to wait this long. Because Mindy's gonna break out of jail. That's a you know. You know for a fact that Mindy's going to break out of jail. You just don't know how yet. Even if they don't get Mindy out of jail, Mindy's gonna break out of jail. So, so for a world that has realistic physics, which you obviously don't get in Deadpool kills Deadpool, but Dark Deadpool definitely advocates for real physics, because he wants dead to be dead for everyone, which I can see some fucking moron leaving, being like, dead should be dead for everyone. Don't go off killing people because of that book. Dead should not be dead for everyone. In a world with realistic physics, it kind of sucks, because you end up waiting months for the book and getting nothing. But in the Marvel universe, I really enjoyed that better, because, you got kooky, crazy, fun physics, not, I'm gonna, not definitely serious physics. You end the book knowing that the next issue of Kick-Ass is going to have to do... I'm not even going to bother going over what happens in the book. Is going to have to do with Mindy and breaking out of jail. If there... God, I have a lot of ums this week. If there actually was a rich billionaire that wanted to do that from the 1 million event, well, then that would be great and all, but first you have to look at humanity's progress thus far. Rorschach, I brought that up because I was trying to draw a comparison. I gotta remember the video that he said, "What the fuck is this?" I was trying to draw a comparison from Red Knight to what I felt happened in reality, or Flashpoint, and explain that Booster Gold theory. Yeah. That Booster Gold theory, if you don't get it, well then this booster could just exist outside time, but it doesn't explain where Michelle ended up in all this. It explains where Booster is, but not where she is.
Call from telephone
in it. I do believe that DC is going to bring back Vandal Savage, but maybe not right away. Just because they exploded in his hand. And I will be doing another review of the set of books I have this week. But this kind of finishes up my Trinity War review and explains what the fuck this is. I'll be doing a review of Batman Beyond Unlimited, number 17. All the books that I got this week. I just had to finish the Deadpool thing. Get that fuck off my chest, because if it didn't get off my chest, well, it would have bugged me. It would have nagged at me. It would have driven me a little crazy.
Call from telephone in my. Call from
world with unrealistic physics with a semi-realistic worldview. World according to Bob. Mom,
Yeah.
I'm done. Thank you.
Where's the controller?